So just offline, would you know an AI which would generate images like that, caricatures and all that?
See, there was one thing called LiteX editor. Okay, team, are you all back? Can you confirm?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So friends, what we will do now, all right? We just spoke about that big case study. Yeah, thank you all for confirming. Yes, that's the spirit, guys. That helps me a lot. Yeah, right. So I'm sharing the screen back. Okay. So this is the data. This is the case study we just reviewed, right? And you're all very clear. I just want actionable next steps, and we have to prepare a high-level draft timeline and identify the regulatory governance needs, right? This is the ask. So first is, if you see here, this is the data set which I am given, right? For that entire organization of Blue Sky Logistics, I have these team IDs, each team size, their maturity level, okay? Whether it's beginner, advanced, intermediate, whatever, right? And across all the departments, I'm given this particular data, right? So you are the, what do you say? The agile coach, maybe you can call it as, right? Agile coach, one of the role. And the key challenges are for each department, they have mentioned, like IT, it was lack of sprint goal, clarity in sprint goals, bad backlog prioritization, right? In finance, inconsistent agile practices, there is no metrics involved. And similar in sales, there is a difficulty in aligning teams to business goals and bunch of other challenges by departments. Okay. So the ask is, how do I create actionable steps and prepare a high-level draft timeline and identify regulatory governance? Okay, so I'm going to introduce you. So this is the case study, friends. So let me share this case study to the chat box. This is going to be a breakout room activity because this is a little intense. I'm going to walk you through the tool and then you guys are going to do it. All right, so this is the case study, right? Number one. Okay, so case study is given. And then let me attach the data set also, one by one. I have to close the data set, otherwise it won't allow me to attach. Let me know once you receive the data set. You all can take a quick look. This study, I'm sending it to you right now, to everybody. Enter. And here is the data set. I suppose you all would have received it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So friends, watch me. First, I'll show you. Then I'll tell you what are all things that you need to do. Plus, first, you take a look. Let me give you 2 minutes to understand the data set. Just open the data set, download it to your local desktop, understand the data set. Yeah, no, I'm going to show you what to do. First, I want you guys to take a look, take a moment, all of you, take a couple of minutes, understand what the data set is, and is it aligning to the data set?
That every department has its own problem. I mean, not every department has the same sort of problem. It looks varied.
It's quite varying. Okay, very nice.
And the agile maturity level also is different for different teams, and based on that, even advanced teams have scaling issues, other
Scaling
things.
issues, object, right? Um, there is a bunch because remember, we are talking about scaling a big company here, and you are the agile coach who are hired for it, right? So I'm just showing you how how some of the AI tools can come to your rescue under situations like this, because this is a scaling, and scaling is part of our subject here in Scrum Master, isn't it? So the question that I want to first ask is, what structured data means to you? Right? We spoke about digital transformation. Let me know, what do you mean by structured data?
Which kind of data which might provide some outcome out of the way it is structured, or yeah, I mean
Numeric.
giving some result or some outcome
Now
output.
tell me, is this data structured?
Consistent, yes, consistent without duplicates and
So I'm going to say it like, if I have, right, a data represented in the form of rows and columns, where column is the attribute and you are able to carve it out like this, right, in a way that is more easy to analyze. That is what we call it as a structured data set. Anything and everything we try to bring it in the form of a rows, a structure, rows and columns. Rows are the records and the columns are these attributes, isn't it? Now, if you are in this current situation where you are being hired by this company and you are to take this big task, how do you go about it first? How do you identify the next steps here? Right?
So that is where my question was like, this looks like all different teams, right? So should we not be handling each team separately?
Correct.
Taking...
But you have to put a structure first, right? Everything starts from a big vision.
Oh, okay.
You
The
got to,
agile
yeah,
structure that
yeah,
everybody should
yeah.
follow.
They're
Okay.
not asking you to go into the details first. They're going to at a high level. How do you start? Right? What are the key action steps that each team can take up?
Hmm.
Right?
yeah.
So given the key challenges. So these are all your thinking patterns. Now, what I'm going to introduce you as part of these analytics, my friends, we have a tool called as, okay, you see here, Julius.ai. Okay. AI data analytics, one of the most versatile data analytic platform. So I'm sharing the link to you all. Watch me first, and then I'll bring everybody together for a break room activity. Okay. Analysis. Okay. So you can try Julius free like the way you did. Get into the Julius. It will take me to a window like this. And this, my friends, this whole tool of Julius it operates on something called as threads. Every conversation with the data, right? That's what I call that as a thread. Okay. So this section, this is where we will do prompt, add a file, correct? Build charts and everything. And this tool is one of the industry-wide recognized tool and proudly built right by a localite here from India, Rahul Sonewalkar, I believe, correct? You can see that it will help you to clean the data, duplicates removal, helps you to build visuals, right? A lot of bunch of other features. So first things first, what I'm going to do, I'll attach this file. Okay, this file, like here. Okay, I'll just show you how to do, because I don't want to attach it here right now, but I just want to show you the steps. And once I open up the breakout rooms, I will come along and I would like to see each of you, whoever is presenting this time. Make sure you change the roles this time, right? Last time someone else. So this time, have someone else take the lead, correct? And you guys discuss and put together. So that way, the learning becomes very effective. So you add this file like this, upload the file, okay? And then what you can do, once you upload the file, you can prompt it here and say that a typical role play prompt and a chain of thought. You can include, and then probably if you want a template, that's fine too, correct? You are going to say that once you attach this file and say that I am the agile coach, correct? I don't want to show you how I will do, because then everyone will start doing that way. I want you guys to explore it in your own ways. Put the chain of thought role play prompt together and use a tool to help you come out with various insights, okay, including what actions should I take immediately for each department, okay? And you can ask it to respond it in the last column and give it back. Okay, that's what you need to do. Are you getting it?
Could you please repeat the last steps? So
Once you attach it, okay, once you attach and then you write your prompt, which I said individually, all the 3 team rooms, you have to finally, right, you have to generate insights, understand what is this data, right? Ask questions in such a way that it understands, like, what is the agile maturity level, right? You can ask all kind of questions. Ultimately, I am saying, give me a high level, right? Next immediate actions for each department in the last column. And you tell it to update it in this column and give it back, right? So first analyze it in the Julius platform itself. Once you're convinced, happy, you ask it to update it in the Excel, and then you can further download it from the same prompts in this sequence. So I want you guys to explore, have that feel, and then we'll go to the next step. Immediate next steps. Got it? Each and every.
So we don't want to first decide on the overall agile approach for every team to do like scaling thing.
No, no, you can. See, that's the ultimate output you will get it, right? Here you are using this tool to get an insight, to get a complete perspective, a complete idea, right? How the agile maturity is, and by geographic locations, how many teams are there. You can start analyzing all this, right? So you can prompt saying that, okay, which geographic location should I start with? Give me a pie chart analysis of the geographic location by departments, right? A typical ask in the form of, you can ask it to give in the form of a pie chart or a bar chart, anything visual you can ask. And finally, you tell that, okay, I want to start somewhere, so help me first identify some of the high level next immediate action for these operations and see what it gives you. Right? It is an exploratory thing. You see that? So this is number 1, friends, number 1 task. Any more questions? So all three teams individually, meaning as a team, individual teams.
So can you repeat the first task? It's analyzing the data and coming up with some
Yeah,
plan.
first
Or-
is you are asking the Julius to analyze the data and give some insights. Ask it to generate some insights. What kind of insights that you think AI can help you with?
Hmm.
Okay, that's number one. All right. Then you can ask how the distribution looks like geographically and all those. And finally, you can ask it to identify the next immediate actions for various challenges that you have listed by department, for each department. So what are the next immediate action items I would like to do? That's all. You want to give it a try? I believe that's the best way to learn kinesthetic learning. You open the tool, one of you guys, and do it parallelly. You all can break out in a room. So I'll switch across the rooms and then help you guys. Whoever is having issues or things like that, I'll come and help you.
wo- I mean, what we enter here is also kind of a prompt, right? Like, what do you suggest? Should we also include all the ingredients or?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You use a
Okay, fine.
role play and chain of thought. It's a new tool that we are leveraging, correct? Which comes with a lot of graphical stuff, lot of analytical things, right? This is helping you with data analytics exclusive platform.
Mm.
Right? Ultimately, the next big task is, friends, this is done. Okay. So I suppose this task is clear. Can you all type clear in the chat box? All of you, only if I get an approval from you, I'll go to the next task. Is this ask clear? Next is going to be all the more big one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I get 10 people, I'm good. Okay. Thank you, friends. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Now comes, you guys tell me now. Okay. Once you identify the immediate next steps at a high level for these, right? What do you think you would be doing next? And the leadership again, you have to go and present to them about what?
Plan for next 6 months or something.
Plan. Superb. Right? You have to go with a plan of action, friends. Okay, give me a 4-month plan or a 4-week plan, right? Again, at a high level. So how do I go with a 4-week plan? You can always ask, the same tool. Now here I have this 4-week plan, suppose, okay? I'm showing you a simple example. Are you all able to see my notepad?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm saying some week 1 assessment, alignment, kickoff, whatever I want to do, right? And then week 2, I have bunch of tasks. These are all plain text. Okay, no biggie. Just I took some notes from meeting and that's how it is. Right? Some notes, digitally captured notes. That's all you can say. But I want a very quick, neatly prepared, what do you say, a flyer, right? Which tells I want to take it to the leadership, to others, to spread the word. Hey, I'm going to plan this 4 weeks. I want to prepare a high level plan. So friends, what I do, I copy paste this whole thing.
Napkin.
Okay, all this whole thing, and then I will go into this new tool called PictoChart. Okay,
Is
Picto, Pikto chart.com.
is napkin is not sufficient?
Napkin might not give you the exact timeline, right? That's what. So I'll show you various tools. You can pick and choose depending upon where the context of what you want to use.
Okay.
Okay. In the picture chart or napkin, you try both and see the difference, right? You log in with your Google account or whatever. Okay. So let me
It's like a flyer, a one-pager kind of thing.
Huh?
It's like a flyer, as you said, like
It's,
it's for in napkin we get to do the visualization and put it in this presentation mode or something, but here we can summarize it all and put it in one document or something, right?
that's right. You can summarize it. We can do anything we want, right?
Hmm.
So I just want to show you how this will ease the work further. Okay. Meaning if it wants to be very professional looking. Okay. So just see this. I'm just logging into that site. Right? Not only info, you can create a lot of things in that, right? If I click on, like say, right now I'm just showing you one aspect, right? You can create a status, a report, document, anything you want, right? The beauty here is I just have to go bluntly paste the text, right? Whatever I text, remember this whole next steps as it is, correct? And if I click on generate infographics, right? Attaching your own pictures. So right now I would like to select as a timeline, right? Timeline is the best thing. So I wanted to use the timeline and I'm going to click on these and generate timelines. You can create a quick timeline chart for this roadmap, right? So how this looks like, you see, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, ongoing, and 5. You can change all the background images to suit your company logo, your agile related, and then you can quickly show it for presentations or whatever. This is a way to build that, friends. Okay, we can try this. You can try napkin. I leave anything to you. I just wanted to share you one more tool, which you can just try whichever you feel is more comfortable using. But end of the day, we would like to see a high level timeline, right? In whatever way you want to put it as. And then we can discuss it once the breakout room ends on how you have done it. Okay, so did I share the data set?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So any more questions on this, friends? So I'll leave it to you, right? At the end of the day, I would like to see that document completely updated, explore this, correct? And then we'll come back once the document is all set. We'll see how your visuals have come out with. Either if you want to use this picture chart and then add a quick infographic, it comes with a free 50 credits anyways. You can take a feel to see how it works out, right? Knowing some of the core tools is always good. Depending on the context, you can pick and plug and play. If you feel you can leverage the timeline, bring the timeline in the form of using the napkin, perfect, that's fine too. But let's build it collectively. Okay, the same room composition. So let me open up the rooms. Okay, so this is a quick 30 minutes. So discuss, understand the prompt, use role play. I'm not restricting. I'm saying focus more on the role play and chain of thought. If you want to add template because you feel the need, no harm. I'm not stopping you from doing anything because that's what the coach does. I don't want people to follow what I'm trying to give, right? I want it to individually come it out in your own way, understanding the context and building it in your own ways. Right? So case study is clear, data set is given. Let's explore Julius first, then come to the other tools, right? Because the purpose is important. Our aim is to see how you can identify the next important steps. And as a Scrum Master, as a coach, what am I supposed to do? How should I approach this whole scaling challenge? And here it go. So check with 30 minutes and opening up the rooms.
Hello again.
Hello.
Audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone has opened that Julius? We can take it from there.
Yeah, I have opened.
I have. Is anyone
Kiras
sharing?
Agile.
I can share. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
visible.
Yes. Ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I have actually that attached that sheet, and I was just typing out something, but we can check like how do we do. So what he said was analyze the data. Then next is how the distribution is there geographically, and then the next immediate action for each department. So like how do we want to do? Like we can we can start fresh.
No. Okay. I mean, you can leave your prompt there. We'll tune that one
Yeah,
and send
you
it.
can. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Maybe instead of Scrum Master, maybe Agile role only. Sorry, Agile coach.
okay. Yeah. Which can be a broader.
Yeah, it can be a little
Job.
more broader.
The written was given the job to scale agile across all department of the organization. Please analyze the key challenges of each department, which is this one, and take into account the agile maturity level, business objective, and geographic. I just gave that, do this, read this, do this.
I think it has already
Momita, I've shared the
analyzed
prompt
the data.
with you.
Yeah.
I have shared a prompt with you. Maybe,
Okay.
yeah, if you could share it, maybe others could see.
Okay. So, wait, I'm just.
So we just need maybe another word, I mean, after you attach that.
Mhm.
For each of
You
the
are okay. Mm-hmm. So, this information you have taken it from that sheet, or we are? It's a you have taken it from the sheet, right?
um
This one.
yeah, but not exactly.
Mm-hmm. Because we have what IT operations is having they are lacking clear sprint goals. So
Yeah, so
here you have written. Uh-huh.
yeah, so instead of that, see, it is not exact verbiage, but instead of that, you can say the you can analyze the data attached, maybe.
Correct. So Blue Sky has started agile adoption, but is struggling to scale it uniformly across 150 countries. Different regions are applying. Yeah, this is right. And then we can say that.
Analyze
Uh,
analyze the
uh,
attachment
uh,
which
okay.
has different departments
So I can say
consultancy, maybe.
analyze the key challenges of each department.
Yeah.
And this part I can maybe mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, analyze the key challenges of each department, the geometric geographic location. And then you want to segregate the mission, is it?
Yeah, mission you can put saying that we want for each of the department, we want a plan of action, right?
Okay.
Let
Yeah.
that be you can add one more maybe for each of the department, add plan of actions to scale up agile.
Yeah, list down immediate actions department wise.
For each department, give the immediate action. Use for starting scaling process. One more thing, the timeline part, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hmm. No, but that the timeline part also we want to take it from here, the same place, is it?
Yeah.
So this timeline is not a timeline that is for individual department, I think. It is an overall timeline, but then the problems are different in each department. The plan is going to be different, the plan of action, so that we would need timeline for, like, if we want to generate that flyer
That's
in
high
the,
level draft. So after this, you can add. I've just pinged you that the other one is create actionable step and prepare high level draft for the leadership.
oh, I just know.
Okay, team, Arun here. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes, sir.
So I was just quickly listening to your conversation, correct? So, friends, when you say high level, correct? Individual action steps across department is fine. When you go to the leadership, you want to tell if you have a 4-week plan. Week 1, I'm going to address the 4 units. I want to brainstorm the sessions with them and all those kind of things. Then week 2, I'll move to the next. So that's why I'm saying when you say high level, we are going to keep our thinking at a 35,000 feet level. So that thinking capability of thinking to look into the big picture, that's what I'm trying to bring in. You see that? So that's how we attack the timeline from a bigger state, big picture level. Then we start bringing down into the lowest level.
Okay, great point.
One particular thread will follow the same conversation, right? Or if I just
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
So we can begin with departments where the agile maturity is beginner. What do you think, Arun?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys think it out loud. Have that
Okay.
conversations amongst you. Yeah, I mean, I like the approach, right? We want people to target the beginners or at a department level or at a geographic level. However you think, your collective team comes up with.
Okay.
Ideas is all yours. Approach is all yours.
Hmm.
I'm just enabling you guys to leverage AI. That's all.
Okay.
Momita,
So
scroll it up. What did it say?
no,
Okay.
it is analyzing this. So it's I don't know, some Python code is coming. I don't know why.
Think
Uh,
that's how the tool
How-
works.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
how it works. So,
oh, okay.
the key challenges of department. This is what you attach, right? So you analyze insight is down.
Yeah. So it has analyzed based on the maturity level. departments like IT, HR, finance, R&D, and logistics are struggling with foundational agile. These departments are making progress but face challenges in collaboration, feedback loops, and resource. And for advanced, they say that encounter challenges related to scaling agile practices that we could get from that sheet itself. Then it gives some basic recommendations, I would say. Training and workshops, agile coaching, cross-department collaboration. And I say give actionable steps and prepare a high-level draft timeline. It creates a timeline, and this is the start date and end date that it has given. So what it has done is for IT operations. So define clear goals, backlog prioritization, conduct training on agile practices. So these are the start date, end date, which is a span of 1 week, I guess. Yeah, it's a weekly thing, and we hope that this team would be in a better shape by the end of third week.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. No,
that's how it is all. For all other teams, it is like that. Yeah, yeah.
because it's in the first they have defined the maturity of each of the team. I think each of the teams is grouped into
Yeah.
advanced stage or
Yeah,
beginner stage and all that.
that's there at the in the sheet itself, no? So, for example, IT operations is at beginner level. So it is so for IT operations alone, because their challenge is different. Their challenge is to what? Yeah, sprint goals lacking and poor backlog prioritization. Prioritization. So they will have to do this thing. These three things they have to work on.
Okay, it's put it on the Excel actionable thing. Okay.
Yeah. Summary of the timeline. Each department has a series of actionable steps aimed at addressing specific challenge, several weeks with each step located in the 1 week duration that we could find. This structured approach allows for systematic implementation and monitoring of progress. Okay. So when I go to the management, I'll have to say that I would need 3 weeks, and I would target each department and resolve their issues and try to get their maturity level a bit higher. That's how it is saying. Is that the outcome we want, sir?
This is very micro level. I don't think the leadership would be interested in this. So, from a high level point of view, how does it look?
It doesn't give anything high level. This is so summary. That's the high level thing.
Okay.
What was the prompt? It was for asking, I asked for a high level draft only. But as we are initially, we are asking to analyze based on maturity level and challenges, right? So it is targeting and also the issues that they're facing. It is targeting each, giving these actionable, next actionable steps, right?
What we can, I think for high level, what we can do is group these departments in beginner, medium, and what are there on the sheet? I don't know. Can you go a bit up here only? Yeah, here also it's fine. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. In these
Mhm.
three categories, we can divide the departments and take 2 weeks and give the. I mean, we can write the prompt that way. Please create the high level plan. For beginner, intermediate, and advanced departments. And then we can group those departments in these three maturity levels and then create a high level plan instead
So,
of a
mhm.
department.
So
But
we have to write the next immediate action against each and every one, each and every department based on their problem, right? If we see in that terms, it has given us the next immediate action
yeah,
because
that is the second task. We have to write for every department, but then a high level plan for the leadership. That is the
Mhm.
last task, right?
Yeah.
We were discussing that. That's why I thought maybe we can
Mhm.
group together and create a high level plan instead of for every team week wise. That for the leaders.
Mhm. Mhm.
So maybe create the prompt according to this part, maturity level.
Mhm.
The prompt which you
Or
have.
yeah, okay. Mm.
I think Suresh, you were also mentioning about this thing, right? Beginner, we can categorize in beginner, intermediate, and advanced.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I write this?
No,
I'm
I
just
think you have given another prompt also, Momita, right? The second one, create the high level plan, something like that.
yeah, right.
Create actionable steps and prepare a high level draft timeline. Yeah, create actionable steps and prepare a high level draft line
Grouping
timeline on the basis of agile maturity level.
on the basis, or we want to group the agile departments with the same agile maturity.
Yeah, we want to group the departments, and the
same
plan
agile.
will be created on the basis of those only, like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We have to draft it according to that.
You can group the departments into the maturity levels and prepare a high level draft timeline that has to be presented to the leadership, CEO, COO level, something like that.
The department is maturity level. Yeah, what did you say the last part? So create
And
actionable steps. Mm-hmm.
prepare a high level draft timeline.
Yeah, so it says create actionable steps. So I'll remove actionable steps and see what comes.
Yeah, remove that. Prepare a high level draft timeline by grouping the departments on the basis of maturity levels.
Agile maturity levels.
Okay.
But actionable steps is required, right? But
Yeah, that we
because
got.
That is the second task. Yes, that is also required. We will do that, but
No, but that we
That's
already got,
already
right?
there.
okay, we
Yeah,
got
that we
that.
Okay.
got. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we?
This.
It's
Mhm.
on Excel itself. It's
Yeah.
here. Actionable step. It's
Okay, actionable
The
steps
one.
are already there. Okay,
Yeah. Now we
Yeah,
want to
then
get
we
the
can
high
ask for plan.
high level draft timeline, grouping the department on basis of agile maturity levels, and to be presented to the leadership CEO, COO level. So we'll see how high level it comes.
Prepare a high-level draft timeline by grouping the department on the basis of agile maturity level, which would need to be presented to the leadership with leader sorry, leadership team comprising of CTO, COO. It is okay.
Can team size make a
Um,
change?
mhm.
Can team size make a change in the prompt? It will give, we have given the prompt of agile maturity level. But it's a
Your
beginner.
voice
And
is
if you
little
put,
feeble,
yes,
Ashish.
yeah, you're not able to clear, you're not able to hear me clearly.
Yeah, can you come a bit closer to the mic, maybe?
Yeah, just a minute. Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah,
Okay.
much clearer.
Like we have put agile maturity level. So if we put team size over there, can it make it a bit different? Like he's having a numerical thing, like the amount, this amount of beginners are there in IT operations. So according to we have to give the output.
So 10, the beginner is for, okay. So you saying that, no, so the beginner is not based on like they are all starter, freshers or something, right? It is that they've started using Agile very recently. Am I
Okay.
right? So
Yes,
they
yes,
have
you're
start
right.
beginner is like they so a team will have definitely a software engineer, senior software lead, and manager, and
Yes,
everybody.
yes.
Yeah, so the team has all those, but they are beginner with the agile mentality or agility process and all. That's why they are not able to follow the things like backlog prioritization and
No, I
sprint
think
goals.
he's telling to consider team size also. That you have saying considering agile maturity level, also the team size on the
Team
prompt.
size,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so prepare a high-level draft timeline by grouping the department on the basis of agile maturity.
Levels and the team size.
And the team size.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's see. Yeah, let's try. And
No, not there,
team
not there, not there.
size. Wait. Okay, where did I
Maturity levels, the levels have gone somewhere.
prepare high-level draft timeline by grouping the department on the basis of agile maturity?
Levels and the team size. Is that what you wanted, Ashish?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh. And the team
Makes sense.
size. So should I do a full stop and write a new statement, or this is fine? Should not be confusing. And the team side, comma maybe, which
Yeah, yeah,
would.
make it.
Let's try. Okay. I think we have timer now. Remaining time it shows 20 minutes we have. Just okay, let's see what it has. So this high level timeline, okay. I have grouped the departments based on agile maturity levels and team sizes. This grouping will help in preparing high level timeline, okay. Beginner, beginner, beginner. These teams are all beginner. Intermediate, all these things, okay. High level draft timeline. Small teams, 7 to 10. Focus on establishing basic agile practices and processes. This is a little better actually. Beginner level teams, these are all. On the beginner level, there is small team, medium, and large. So it says whatever is small, medium, and large, do these. These are this introduce agile practices and all. For intermediate, we have medium team, we have large team. So for medium team, this is the plan of action, deepen agile practices in customer support and product. It has also given the department name, so which is a good thing. Introduce agile in procurement. For advance, we have two team size, medium and large. Optimize agile practices for supply chain and legal department and market. Okay. This structured approach allows for a systematic implementation of agile practices tailored for, okay. Next, I will prepare a detailed timeline. Okay, good. I have prepared a detailed timeline implementing Agile. Okay. Here's the timeline. Again, it has come up with a timeline. Okay, training. Okay, these are the departments, this is the action. Okay, now it targets in a little bit different way, which is interesting. So it does. So there are 3 teams which would need this action. And given that I am the only person taking this action, it has given me I have to target each team for the same action in one week, right? And then for these 1, 2, 3, 4 teams, we have to introduce agile practices, and this is the time. So not bad. What I have to do, it's a plan of action for me starting 26th April to 8th of November and targeting every team. So what do we say? I mean, what we can say is we can club these teams, and so we have to establish agile practices on all these 3 teams. So we need not have not do it for each team in department individually. So you can do it all together for all these 3 teams and monitor their progress. While we are focusing on these 4 teams, and we are taking implementing agile practices for these teams. So it's a high level thing that we can mention in a high level document to the management, saying that we are going to introduce this for these 4 teams, and we will have a combined meeting and do a workshop. And then it might not take 4 weeks, but then we would want to monitor them for all these 4 weeks. So yeah, this is how it has come up. Then the summary of the timeline says each department has specific actions scheduled over a 2-week period. Okay. Timeline is this, starts from this, outlines the action to be taken sequentially. Okay, we do not need not give, but yeah, the timeline also has a date that we should give. But how does it look, team?
Date wise, I think we can give in week span thing. Maybe
Yeah, yes.
you have mentioned instead of date and month.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go a bit
We
up?
can mention week 1, week 2, something like that.
Yeah, week 1, week 2, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, this looks good.
This looks good, yeah. I mean, this is targetable. So thanks for the idea on team size, Ashish. That was a good idea. And the grouping of maturity level is also a very good idea. by Karnika. So yes,
So,
we can.
friends,
Mhm.
around here, right? So, what is the immediate next steps for each
That-
team? Do we have that?
Yeah, that also we do have.
Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Great.
So we have done two prompts.
Okay, so you kind of categorize them, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first prompt was not categorizing the
Yeah.
first prompt was different, the next plan of action for each. Then the second one, what we did together was to group, so the prompt says grouping the department on the basis of agile maturity and team size. So this next question is giving us a timeline and each department what they want. So if you say these three department wants this, needs
So
to
we can
have
set
this.
the single training for them. Like
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Very great approach, right? Okay, it's coming along. Nice.
Yeah. Now what we have to do is maybe generate a flyer is the next set of action that we have to do now, or
yes, I
Yeah.
what?
Flyer, or you can use a timeline using napkin, whatever, whichever you are comfortable with.
Yeah, they have this 1 minute. How
I
does
think
it go?
will we be able to generate the flyer on the basis of that table? No, right? We have to write the text and then
No,
Yeah.
no. Just copy paste the table and see.
okay.
So here we have I selected the timeline thing. Okay. Now where do I have to mention those?
No, you go back home, go to the home
Okay.
all the way. Yeah, see, create
Right.
with AI. You have to use AI.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that is basically you take the template and type, and this
Yes.
is where they have it.
That we all do normally.
Yeah. Got
Here
it.
your timeline. Go to the timeline on the right side. See the middle one? Yeah. Click on timeline, paste your text. Go to the right one.
Okay,
Next.
paste your
Then
text.
just paste the complete table
Okay, so I can paste the complete table there.
and then generate timeline. That's all. It will automatically understand and create the timeline for you.
What as XLSX?
Just
That doesn't
Copy the
matter,
text,
right?
no?
Mhm. We
okay.
cannot copy.
Yeah, then fine. You want to copy paste it XLS? That's fine. Let me see how it comes.
No, I can I copy paste from here? I don't think so. There is a possibility. I have to. I don't know.
Expand. I think it is not listing all the departments also. Expand and
No, it has here 13 department.
okay.
I've expanded this here, but let's export it and then what does that mean? Okay, that's fine. But where is my? Does it go to the downloads part? I don't see.
Yeah, export. What happened? It would have come into your
No,
download folder, right? Export.
no, it didn't come, and it has got. This is disabled also.
Expand for a moment. I don't know why. Just copy paste otherwise.
And yeah, here also we are download, right? Yeah, click on that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
CSV might work. I think XLSX. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah, this looks pretty good.
Now copy that.
Okay, then go to here, go here. There, yeah, here. I can paste it, correct? No, it's not having in the right format. So should I be?
Yeah. One thing, it has only one action item for each department, right? Like, did we have any other table?
No, this we are doing for the timeline thing.
High level.
The action item one, we will just
At
copy
high
and
level
paste
one.
it in
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, this is good
Okay.
enough. You just go and generate
Okay.
the infographics.
So
Yeah,
this
is
is
fine.
fine.
Ha.
Or it'll do its work.
Go generate.
Okay. Shows the okay. Starts here, compliance next. R&D follows, and it is also listed down the training department begins. Okay. Okay, agile product. So it doesn't mention the departments. Should we be editing and mentioning the departments?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It will only pick up the ones which it feel would be fitting within that template.
Okay.
So if you
So
want to
here
go
we
with
can
the
do some.
template, then you have to edit your data and things like that.
Right?
Just a quick, that's what I'm saying. And look for another bunch of templates. See, some templates it might expand more. Yeah,
Okay.
go for something else. Yeah, check that out.
Different templates.
Different templates.
Try whichever you feel color is good. You try, just see what.
Yeah, you click that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is good. But the pictures are okay.
You have to change the pictures according to your
Relevant,
company
yeah.
logo. And
But
all.
that's okay.
But we can also pick a text, right? There was a text saying, different departments, what are we going to do? We can do
And
that.
this looks very nice, right? This one.
This looks good. Yeah. Very professional.
Very
Text
professional.
can be edited, right?
Yeah.
Mention the
This has.
And now,
department.
see, now you can save and edit, and you can edit further, right? I mean, this is helping you by at least what? Saving you 1 hour of time.
Yeah.
Right?
More than
Lot
that.
of time. Lot of time.
I just wanted to ask a point that can we rely on this information what we have got, like it will not mix up or jumble up the information?
Can we rely?
Can
Right?
we
That's
rely
the
on
question.
this? Or we need to cross-check the information?
See, we always need a human oversight, end of the day. Correct?
Yeah,
A
yes.
quick oversight would be, at this point of time. Because you know why? It is all trained data. Generative AI is all trained data. So it will have, if someone has trained something, then that's how it go about.
So are you good with this? If you're good, we will stop here.
No, this is fine. Yeah, this is the approach, and I think you've done a pretty good job.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
Okay.
I believe
can,
we have some more time left. Yeah, I think 5 more minutes. So yeah, you can just wrap up, add it to the word and everything, and then we'll
And
get
that I will do here. What we can do is we need to also add the immediate actions, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
here.
Yeah, you fix
Okay.
that up fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I think this was a good one. Good. Here there is a grouping based on the department. So let me group here also. Then I can copy paste. They are grouping based on they're grouping based on this. So they have given 3 actions for each department, right? There are 3 set of actions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what should I do? Should I just add 2 more lines beneath and for each department and copy paste?
In a single cell, you can paste, right, with a comma, wrap text and do it.
Okay, let me see. Doesn't allow me to copy paste.
You have to again export. Export.
Right.
From the
Okay,
sheet
yeah,
which you have,
I
I
can
think.
do that.
You have, right? Okay, you
Huh?
exported
No,
different.
that is the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, this was in the first prompt, that was in the second prompt, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Then I think we can show the that document itself. Like anyways, he has seen.
I think that can also
Yeah.
be right.
Yeah.
Can you open that document?
This one or the other one that we generated.
Yeah, the timeline one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dates and all, I don't know, we have to cross check.
No,
Is it in
what
the?
we do is it is like the dates are all these 3 weeks, okay? 26th
Mm,
April to 5th
okay,
of
yeah.
May 10. So we can just mention like here that this is a 3-week timeline kind of a thing or 4-week kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all the teams, 3-week plan is given. 5, 10. Okay, yeah, 3 weeks plan for all departments.
Yeah, and that would give under each department, what are the plans?
Mm.
Yeah, I missed
This
Yeah,
is
it.
yeah,
helping.
no, you can just
This is
export that and keep it, and then that's fine. You can show two different.
So you're saying we will have this and this other the other one, right? The other Excel, the other flyer one that we created.
This one. Flyer one and the other Excel that you have to download.
Yeah. Okay. This timeline DF and draft. These are the two. This one and the other one is the timeline which we utilize to generate this one. So these three should be enough for this exercise, right? Correct. I'll try to see if we can modify this and make it more. Give me a minute, I'll be back. Yeah, okay. So in 4 more minutes. Let's see. Sorry.
Hey, what about the identify the regulatory governance needs?
Yeah, we didn't do that. Regulatory governance is bottom. What is the definition of it? I mean, does that apply to this?
Yeah, it is with this only.
Mm-hmm.
The second item which we have to do.
1 minute. Just give me a minute.
Okay, it says that applicability of laws and regulations, policies and processes, risk management, monitoring and auditing mechanism, stakeholder roles and responsibilities, training and awareness, documentation and reporting.
You don't have to do that. Sorry, just get away. No.
I think we leave it because we should have, I think, done it along with the actionable steps or high level draft, right? The regulatory governance. Yeah, somehow we missed it, looks like.
So what does it actually mean? I mean, what is the impact of it? Do you know?
The legal impact. We need to
The
get this,
legal impact. Mm-hmm.
is what I believe. Yeah.
Okay. So that wouldn't go in this thing, right? In this timeline one, no?
No, we
No,
should
no.
have put the prompt like that, saying like, considering the regulatory governance needs, let's prepare an actionable steps. That's what I feel. What are your thoughts, all of you?
I just put
But anyway, we don't have time.
case study which they have given and just wrote that identify the regulatory government needs for this.
The
So
one
it has given the prompts.
Okay, it says create actionable steps and prepare a high-level draft timeline, identify the regulatory needs. That part that he pasted in the chat, main chat.
Yes.
Should I try? Or we can
No,
leave
okay,
it.
just 5 seconds more. Yeah, out.
Okay, just leave it there.
Recording in progress.
Are you all back? I suppose yes. Okay. Okay, team. So let's have a collective look in how things have shaped up, right? How we have done the analytics. Now, friends, before we get into the detail, what was your observation when you were prompting this data analytics tool, right? Like the Julius. What did you observe from that? Did you see anything unusual?
Yeah, they are
Yes.
not actually taking a complete, not performing the immediate action plan for complete sheet. In our case, they're just providing a immediate action plan for 1 to 9 first, and then we ask for 10 to 16. Then they remove that 1 to 9, then ask again a compile for 1 to 16 total. Then they give the specific requirement.
No. Did you all observe whenever you prompt and whenever you try to make requests, all right? It was generating a Python code.
Python code, yeah.
Right.
Yes, we have observed.
So do you know why? Ideally, people who has some Python background, okay, who has some Python understanding, knowledge, programming level, and I love that, right? So what happens? You tend to you can understand behind the scenes, it is generating a Python set of libraries program. You can choose between Python and R, doesn't matter. Now it is like this, friends, right? If I assuming that you all own a car, correct? Now, if you want to do an oil change, what is the typical steps that you do?
First drain out the old one, then fill up the new one.
No, you normally what you do now, you have a maintenance reminder, right? You have to do an oil change. What is it?
Take it to a service center.
As simple as that.
Yes.
You can still watch a YouTube and do the oil change for yourself, right? What will happen?
Screw up.
Right? We'll screw up. Because we are not the subject matter expert. We do not have an understanding of how internal systems work, but we are too good of a person to drive. We are use case driven people. That means I know how to drive a car. I enjoy my driving. I can go to the places I love, right? With family, with friends, and all those. Correct? So you're operational, you're use case oriented. We are all right. Of course, there may be one or two who has interest, he might be able to do, but that's a different thing. So similarly, friends, when we are driving or when we are learning a lot of AI tools, behind the scenes, there will a lot of programs that get generated. As a result of that, what happens? The program is what is helping you meet your use case. So we don't need to know about it. The same thing like an oil change. We don't need to know how to change the brake fluids, right? Or at least something we know, like if I want to fill a windshield, the wind fluid, water, right? Wind fluid. That I know how to open a bonnet, how to fix a bonnet, how know which tube I should open and add a what. A basic operational level thing, isn't it? That's all we would need to know when in the AI-driven world today. And that is the skill that AI enables us to do. Gone are those days, friends, where I'll tell you in 2011, right? When I worked in a client site in Wisconsin, US, correct? So when a business person, right, wants to create a simple report for analysis, he logs in a ticketing system and say, I want this particular report. That comes to the developer's queue in the next 24 hours, and it will wait there, depending upon the priority, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes into the developer queue, who will simply run an SQL query against the database, generate that report, goes back to the business. Almost 7 days of cycle just for one report. I have seen that. I've witnessed that in 2011. Today, if you do the same thing, all of us are out of the company, right? Today, what it should be. Now you tell me the same thing in today's scenario, how it should be ideally.
I mean, like they should run their own query and get their data.
Beautiful. Business should be capable of running their own reports. All you need to do is learn the promptings, use the right tool, perform the analytics, and behind the scenes, the same thing what a developer used to do, AI would do it and get the report for you, and I have no time. So what used to take 7 days should not take 7 minutes today. Right? It's a classic real example I'm saying. And vice versa. If a technology person wants to understand some bit of business, right? If you are in a healthcare, what typically happens? I'm too good in Python. I know everything to do in Python, right? People claim, but they do not know the business behind it. What is the point? You again lose it. So you wait for the business guy to be available. You go knock the door, wait for appointments, and go for another 4 days just to get a simple clarification whether I should use a particular filter on a given context. Whether I should use some key indicators as A7, A, B, A3, right? I just want that simple input. Today, with the help of AI, I can easily identify what the domain is. Healthcare, okay, what my context, where the knowledge resources are. I'll simply scan through all my documents and get that information very fast in the form of a chatbot. Tomorrow, we all will be writing our own chatbots, friends. I'll make you all write your own chatbots, right? Supplying the knowledge. So I can simply ask, hey, what is the device parameter that I need to use? I have the knowledge system and it will tell you what to use. You simply use it in your code and then you run the technology. No more dependencies, right? This is how people look at um, the way how integrated business and technology fits. You see that? So that is why AI helps us to skill ourselves wherever it used to be a gap in the past. That is what the thing says. Now, can we quickly take a peek into your team responses? Yeah, team two, you want to go first?
Yes.
Please share and that's what you have done. Okay. Let's go to the the Julius and what you did and how the results are. Let's take a look into that. Okay.
Yes. First, when we tried it, the learning we got it is like first time it is common response we got it for next immediate actions. Then we tried adding it specifically prompting it for department level and key challenges with the help of Arun. Then we are able to get a different results for each row wise, department wise. It's suggested as the different results. And then I just asked for the earlier it was 1 month, month wise, 6 months wise. It had provided the sessions, but later I had asked for only 6 weeks, and then based on the action results, I prompted here in the text, and I got this weekly action plan.
How you wanted to approach it. Okay. Thank you, Kartika. Yeah. Team one.
Yes, yeah, I'll share.
Yeah, Momita.
I think it is almost the same.
We'll take a quick look approach and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. So
You also chosen the same. Yeah,
the
Momita.
same. How
Okay.
do I hide this? I don't know. This is bothering. Okay. Yeah, so ours is also, the template is the same. Here is the first prompt that we gave, which is to, we uploaded this and we are, it is analyzing the key challenges here and for each department, taking into account the maturity level, business of objectives and all. And then, it is giving the analysis insights that begin at maturity level and intermediate. And it is giving some recommendations here. Along with this is giving the next immediate the steps. So it has the not this one. Yeah, I took this out. Minute. Yeah. So then immediate action that we have to take, that is here. So this is the for IT operations. These are the immediate set of actions that I have to take, and this has given a timeline there as well. So this is department wise. What are the next immediate action that based on the their challenges and based on their maturity level, it has given this sheet. So
Very nice. So that means this is auto-generated, right?
this is auto-generated, yeah. This
So
one.
look how precisely by department,
Yeah.
core set of key actionable steps with start and end date. See,
Right.
this is the power of AI, friends. Tell me if this was not the case and if you were in the original context, how long would it take for you to come out with such kind of a time in general?
This definitely gives a good starting point. We might have to, change some dates and add one or two points, but this at least clears our head and lets us know that where to start, where to begin.
Where to start, right?
Yeah.
How to proceed is with our experience. It gives you a guidance. You see that? So it gives you a guidance to at least think in that direction. And today, my friends, tell me, what is the biggest challenge that you all face with customers?
Timeline.
Changing requirements.
Huh?
Changing requirements.
Changing requirements is consistent throughout, right? Right from start, I agree. Okay, then what is the biggest challenge you always have felt? One common, it will
Quality.
quality. Okay.
Their availability and and also like agreeing, convincing them,
Okay.
getting acceptance.
Availability. Still, there is one more. I'm trying to bring that out.
So you want to know the challenge with the customers?
Customers.
Okay.
Customers. That's
Gantt chart, we can say that, or the
Gantt chart. Okay.
your time.
Presentation, the presenting techniques.
Okay. I'll put it. Okay. If you all agree, you should type agree. Right? If you don't agree, you should type don't agree. Right? I like that. Okay, let's keep it at that. Customers generally, right, in an all generic sense, most often than not, they don't know what they want. That's what I'm saying. Most often than not, right? They're unsure. They don't have clarity. Sometimes they don't know what they want, which is biggest challenge that we face from the customers who are already there as part of the unit, right?
They should ideally know the problem they are facing, for which they want a solution.
Correct. But they
Yeah.
want a solution. Correct. See,
They want a solution. It's okay for them not to know the solution, but they at least should know that what the problem is that is being targeted.
so my friends, let me tell you, it is because of this uncertainty, our jobs are far more secure. Right? Because we are living in the world of uncertainty, and Agile is all about handling uncertainties, isn't it? If you really look from a, I mean, although it's a jovial note, I said, but the uncertainties is what keeps us going. Correct? Otherwise, we would have all followed the waterfall model, even today, right? Don't you think it is all these uncertainties moving through this whole journey of uncertainties which has carved out these issues, right? Because them not knowing and then coming changing requirement. The whole purpose of Agile itself was what? What is the 4 values and 12 principles? Anyone remember? Interactions and individuals over
Over
following plan,
documentation.
over documentation, right?
Yeah.
And
Collaboration over.
collaboration, yeah, over following, what is that another one? Following a plan.
Yeah.
Right? So accepting requirements. Why do you think people change requirements? Why do you think that there are new things that keeps coming up? It's because they don't have clarity on what they want in the first place. They come
So when
to
you give the first iteration, they will be like, okay, I might have done better with this button, not that button.
that is the whole core ideology behind Agile. If people know what they want in the first instance, no need for Agile, isn't it? So that's how, if you really look into the big picture, you will realize that. Correct. Now, why did I bring this up? Because now, with all these uncertainties in the mind, in the way how we execute, you never know what sort of new requirements would come in, prioritization. Correct. Every kind of thing that comes into this Agile is because of these change in requirements and during the sprint execution time. Correct. You are almost ready to be delivered, and that's where comes, oh, now we have to do another, two important priorities. Right. So we need to have something on prioritizing. Right, sprint backlog. So friends, all these comes into to a level where we, as the whole Scrum team, right, between Scrum Master, development team, and the product owner, we run through these challenges only to accommodate this in predominant amount of the time. Yes, and what adds up to the struggle is the balance of the team, right? The people not collaborating. Correct. The cultural aspects plays a lot of role, and that's when we call it as agile culture, right? People not coming to this, you know. And how many of you have stand-up meetings that runs exactly 15 minutes? Right. So, right. So if you really go by the concept, because it is actually manifested, we cannot say that hey, it's hit 15 minutes, we go, because for that to happen, our agile maturity has to be 100, right? The high in our data sheet that we said. And how will it reach? How will you improve the agile maturity? By people coaching and continuously engaging. Role of a scrum master is partially that as well. Role of an agile coach is exclusively that. So these all adds up to these challenges, right? Now, how AI can support a lot of challenges is basically now we have a go-to person, right? For at least challenging, for example, you can give a particular a data sheet and say, help me analyze and prioritize this. So this guy has the capability to analyze where you stand currently and propose you the saying that you cannot accommodate these two user stories and in this current juncture because it is going to affect the quality of the release. Our topic of quality of the release is what tomorrow, right? Where we'll be more focusing on the what all things affect the quality.
So you mean to say we can ask AI if these two stories can be taken together in a sprint?
Absolutely. And if these two stories can be taken into sprint, provided we all unilaterally agree that we have a knowledge base set in the LLM or the tool which we use.
Okay,
You
so
see
it has to have everything,
so
every knowledge for the.
now everyone should collaboratively, right? Unilaterally accept that, okay, this is a tool, we have fed in all the tools, we have fed in, instead of me going and telling which people are, even however experienced you are, always product owner or client or say, right? Now I'm going to say, hey, I have a system. I have made sure that my system is 100% accurate when it comes to tracking the data, when it comes to managing the entire ecosystem of activities. Okay, then what? Now I'm going to query and say, hey, my current status is I'm in sprint 5, suppose, and day after tomorrow is a demo, and we are gearing up for that. And here comes a change, with a very huge priority change. Right? Of course, if it is so critical, then we have to accommodate, adjust, and everything. Whatever, we can ask our engine. If you are diligently following everything, process-wise, everything by using the AI engine, we can ask that itself in front of the whole system and say, how is it going to affect the system? That means they all are ready to accept the risk that, yes, sprints, it cannot happen, or it needs to be moved, or whatever changes that we need to do. Now we have a go-to person to support that. How do we build that knowledge base? All right. So I would like to quickly show you, right? If people are using nowadays, companies use pro versions, isn't it? So if it could be ChatGPT, Claude, banking uses Claude. Yeah, banking uses Claude, and healthcare, some of the customers use exclusively Microsoft's Copilot Pro because they already are living on various Microsoft technologies, right?
Tools, yeah.
So Claude, the Copilot comes in to rescue. Now, if you see, I'm going to first show you. Before you get there, I think one more team couldn't show that, right? What is the team one, I believe.
Three.
Three.
Team
Three.
one is
If you quickly, yeah, thanks, Lokesh. I don't want you guys to miss out, right? So let's see. I know it will be almost same, but we'll still see how you have approached it in case if there is anything new.
Able to see, Arun?
Yes. Okay.
So this is the
Run a
output
hands-on
view.
sprint. Is it now? Tell me, other team 1 and 2. Does it look far more detailed than you guys? Yes or no?
Yes, I was about to ask what prompt this was.
Yes. Okay, it's the same prompt we discussed during the call, right?
Yes, but Anil actually fine-tuned that prompt much better.
So share that fine-tuned prompt now.
Yeah, I guess Anil needs to
Like
share.
fine tune, it's more personalized and more instructive. Like
And we are now in what is our current trend of industry revolution? Personalized. It's a good one. Yes, yes. Share the prompt with the team. This is all a collective learning, friends, correct? So let's approach that in that sense.
okay, just share.
And
Yep.
so it's very
You can share the prompt and yeah. Multiple presenters. Yes, allow. There you go.
That's nothing like, we shared first instruction, then also provide me, I separately asked for the Excel sheet, then they missed out. Then again, letting though you need to analyze to each department their challenge as a unique and need to give the immediate action which can be tailor-made to that problem and department. Then again,
Are you sharing, Ganesh?
yeah, is it not visible to anyone?
I'm not sure.
We
Yeah,
can
it's
see.
visible.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
see.
We can
We
see.
can see. We can see.
Yeah. Then again on row wise, I have to go. She is not complete. I believe that's still generic. Please go for every row. Means again focused on it to think to give us more detailed. Then row 15 and all those comes. Row 10 and 16 is still same. I believe you didn't analyze. Then they come up with more action plan. And I asked them to combine it at the last. Here are all team 16, 9 to 15 and 16, all those combinations
So
comes.
do you think we could have done this in 1 or 2 prompts?
Yeah,
Definitely.
we can.
We tried, but it was always giving the duplicating data in the last few rows.
Okay, no, if in such context, friends, this is why I'm saying, right? If you add constraint, template, chain of thought, few shot, all collective, including role play. If you give all composed prompting together collectively, you can get all these detailed result in one single shot. That's where we need to scale up. Right now, we keep prompting. Every time we prompt, there is a lot of energy that goes wasted. A lot of energy is consumed. Right?
Even now I am avoiding please and thank you all.
Yeah. That's because we are so human, right? So we tend to make use of that. I think that should be okay. Keep it. That's perfectly fine.
I also saw that it was not picking all the data, but when we expanded it showed everything actually. In the feed somehow it was truncating last uh, rows, and yeah, on expanding it was like even more detail.
Right. And if you could show your the picture, what is it you used? I suppose you also use the picto chart only, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, fair enough. We can change images, pictures. Okay, that sounds good. Got it, friends. Okay. Now, as part of our scaling engagements, right? So all these were tied to the scaling, correct? Now the Blue Sky Logistics, we have next plan of action. We have got this case study done. Perfect. Now, what other challenge you think is quite a practical one when it comes to scaling agile, other than whatever we listed so far, correct?
Yeah,
Like
companies are companies are saying that they want to be agile, but I think they still want to go in old model. They want to put a lot of controls.
No, yeah. See, companies.
Pure agile cannot happen.
Sorry, Momita.
It's almost like hybrid agile. It's almost like hybrid agile. We
No,
cannot do complete agile. We
See,
have to have a
that
mix.
is that is the beauty of agile itself, isn't it? So that means it is like 4 values, 12 principles manifested in n number of ways. Right? Tomorrow, I can bring, as long as it carries that 4 values and 12 principles, and if I am bringing it on my own practices, tomorrow we can, instead of saying Kanban Or instead of saying extreme programming, I can say, hey, Arun's agile model. If I'm creating my own company, all right, and I have hundreds of resources, and I'm following these 4 values and 12 principles. And if I try to manifest that in my own little sense, that becomes that's what Spotify does. How many of you heard of Spotify? Spotify have got their own agile model in place.
It is Spotify model.
Spotify model, you see,
Yeah.
that is a whole concept, behind the agile.
Yes.
Right? So tomorrow we can bring our own models itself. And you would have heard of Scrum and Kanban together is called what?
Scrum.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kanban. Who created it? So it got carved out. So we can always go with, at a big level, we can always leverage that. So now to help you answer the question is, anytime scaling happens, agile or at a bigger scale, at a transforming at large. Have you heard of this dependency management? Biggest challenge, isn't it? You have a huge dependencies across. Remember in PI planning, when we try to, what is a PI planning session according to you guys? I'm sure you all would have heard, you would have been part of it, right? Experienced people would know a lot better. So help me, what are some of the characteristics of a PI planning, friends?
What planning you mentioned?
PI, program increment planning.
Okay.
Not heard? How many of you heard? Please type heard in the chat box. Okay. Karthika, I got you. Others, just type heard. PI planning.
Program increment planning.
Correct.
I
Program
have heard
increment
of
planning.
it, but never been part of.
Part
We
of
do
it.
actually plan for multiple teams for aligning with the agile release train. For all the teams will gather together, and then they will have a high level plan to present it, all the POs, and then team will have high level plan, and then for the at least for 6 sprints, and they will also talk about their dependencies, and then based on the business value they give the priority. Business owners will give the business priority here. Usually product owner give the prioritization in the sprint plannings, but in the PI, business owners will give the give the prioritization over all the team members. They will also have a breakout rooms where teams can go and then discuss if they haven't if they have any kind of disagreements, they can actually come up with their things as well. And also risk identification also will happen here if anything is identified, and also whether it is mitigated or not, whether it is wounded by the another team or wounded by the another person or accepted or not, that's also happens here. It's an activity for the 2 days.
Perfect. You
Yes.
seem to have been part of PI planning a lot, huh? Well, very true. It is a so people who are not familiar, friends, okay? This is actually a safe ceremony, right? Even safe meaning scaled agile framework. When the transformation is at large organization level, all business, IT, individual functional units, whoever is impacted by the project, right, will be part of a 2-day. Normally it happens 2 to 3 days, but standard is 2-day intensive in-person face-to-face meeting. Right, intensive face-to-face meeting where they will plan for the next 3 months. Right, the outcome of this whole session will be an actionable set of user stories for people to work with for individual teams who all have gathered. Right, what happens throughout the day is what Karthika just summarized. Right, so individual breakout rooms, and then after all the sessions are done, you will create a dependency management, friends, because dependency is very, very critical. And they make sure that the people all are together on board with it. Now tell me, why should such a thing happen in Agile? Why everyone has to come in person, no matter where you are? When I was part of the PI planning session, it used to happen in the city of New York, right? My offices used to be spread across in multiple places in US. A lot of people work remotely, right? There were people from New Jersey, there were people from Florida, there were people from North Carolina, a lot of other places. On these 2 days, friends, no matter what, unless and until it is a pure play emergency, right? I know one lady who came to attend this workshop, and next day she went for delivery. I mean, not project delivery, maternity.
Got it.
Right? So that intensive it used to be. And of course, we all were shocked to see her. I mean, we didn't expect her, but she came, and the very next day we are receiving the news. She delivered, and the whole thing happened, right? But I was just quoting that incident. I'm saying that whole intensive face-to-face discussion, it gives a lot of uh, room for clarity in understanding the need of the projects, eliminate the communication gaps. Correct. What typically happens is business thinks something, product owner thinks something else, scrum master thinks something else, development team something else, and the whole thing goes for a toss. We're eliminating that whole thing by having people together understand where the dependencies are. Because normally in a big system like this, in an environment, you have a lot of interdependencies, right? My module will have a direct impact on the finance team, right? Finance team need to generate the report and might need to send it to the state, the governmental thing. So there is a dependency there as well. Correct? So if they had not come together and said that, hey, I need you to add this component in the report, without which I cannot send it to the state. That means that becomes a critical component of the dependencies, which needs to be reflected in the form of user stories. You got it? This is a high level thing because we don't want to get too deep into that, right? So let's focus on the dependency management and how AI can support it. Okay. I think, yes, we are trying for the quick, another short break for us.